modular chest rig, internal mags, multicam spent mags, pistol mags, and chem lights on the face, multicam roll-up dump pouches, tomorrow we have, they're already started, multicam black tool bags. If you would like one of those, let me know. OD handcuffs, multicam 6P pouches, single frags in OD, triple pistols, Velcro belt mount, looks like we have multicam black large tool bags also going, multicam black tool bags, Velcro backed mesh pockets in coyote and black, more shooting mats, Chuck Peoples, what's up? James F. Isaac, what's up? Derek Olson just commented on the social experiment. I don't know what we're talking about. Chase Peoples, what's going on? JT, got shipping notification, Chase? What'd you order, Chase? What's on the way? Scott Whitner, what's up? Philippine Nomad, what's going on? Caswell, shipping on a belt, right on. Mark, what's going on? What are these? Dual rifle subloads. Dual rifle subloads in OD and OD black. You guys like those dual rifle subloads? Shipping notification. Multicam black mesh pockets are going. Kit bags. I don't know. Don't know. Do you have one on order? Look at this cat trying to get in this drawer. What are you doing, asshole? H-harness dual pistol mag, right on. Black day packs. Man, we don't run black day packs very often. We ran them a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. They sat here for like a while. People don't buy them. Stephen Peoples, what's up? Joseph Frazier, what's up? Think neighborhoods will ever get flooded inside these sound bears? I think when it's advantageous to them and they can't control what's going on. Yeah, I think that's why they have done them. Have you noticed all the chemical spills going on? Do you know when there's a massive chemical spill that they can just take that over and evacuate you, and you guys don't have any choice but to leave? Do you know that they can just lock you out of your property, tell you that it's no good, you'll just leave, right? What recourse would you have? Do you not see all the crazy... Do you know there was like 5 more chemical spills today, and there's several giant fucking chemical plants that are on fire today? Do you know since the Ohio train wreck everybody's talking about, there's like a dozen more of them? Do you know that? Ultra Maga Super Kit Bag on order, right on. Those walls are also for keeping people in. That's exactly what they're for. Rocking my Poop Brown mini pack, right on, right on. Backpack, not day pack. Irish, what's up, buddy? All right, guys, 40 of you online. I need you to hit that thumbs up button. It's free. That or just go ahead and send me $20 super chat. With your super chat, ask a question. We'll talk about whatever you want, but Send $20 in super chat or do the free thing. True social hazardous trains derailed in Detroit today. Yes. The Bronx also. Is Detroit in the Bronx? I don't know where the fucking Bronx is. Have you seen anyone with videos of what's happening in those areas with chemical spills? Fuck yeah, I have. I have a dude I do business with that is like a block from the chemical spill. Yes. He sent me videos fucking several times driving around in there. You know, they told everybody they can come back home. They told them it's not hazardous. Notice there's no fucking government people there, though. Why do you think that is? Maybe because it's hazardous? Hour from the man, I think that it is spreading, right? Animals are dying every day, further and further out. What would cause a nursery to break out in a huge fire? Fertilizer happened today south of the Florida fire. It's they have I believe they make plastic pots there. I believe it's a factory. The Florida fire, it's potting plant pots that are on fire, and it's 5 acres. It's a big fucking fire. Seen the video of the lady throwing a rock in the creek, massive chemicals. I saw the video of the senator pushing a stick into the water and all the chemicals coming up, releasing. Looks like diesel gasoline on top of the water. Yeah, I sure did see it. Dead birds in Lexington. Are we talking Lexington where? Lexington, Virginia, Lexington, Tennessee? There's fucking a lot of birds, man. Lots of birds, fish, worms are dead. Everything's fucking dead there. The United States is the only one not reporting on it. Everywhere else, China, a bunch of fucking news media is saying it is the United States is Chernobyl. It is they are comparing it to Chernobyl everywhere around the world except us. You haven't seen birds flying because they're dead. Ohio chemical fire smoke plume is now upstream from me. Yeah. Do you have a pouch for Narcan? I do. It holds 2. It's on the website. Just look up Narcan. There's a search bar, top right on every page. If you don't see it, just scroll over on the website. And yes, we do. It holds 2 Narcans, which is how they come issued. Lexington, Kentucky. Right on. Gotcha. EPA just said they are headed there today. So do you know they asked to be declared a state of emergency? And they said no. They denied them. They won't declare a state of emergency to release federal funding, but we'll send all the money to Ukraine, you know. This is on purpose. You watch. They're going to tell those people that they can't live there anymore. Creek was insane. Huge chemical circles formed from the rock she threw. Yeah. Have you seen the video of the lady that... Okay, we read all these. So they had a town hall meeting last night, and apparently they didn't let any cameras in, no media, and no representatives from the train company, from the railway company showed up. They said they are in fear for their lives. Guy on some news hazmat expert said it was a nuke I'm guessing he said in comparison there. They should be in fear. They should be. Yeah, they should be. Government officials should be. Like the fucking government should be fearful, right? Should I send an email to get on the list for shotgun micro rigs or just hang? What color do you want, Papa Mike? Tinfoil hat theory. All these attacks are creating a new boogeyman for us to give up some more freedom. Well, I think that your government is allowing this. I think some of it is just coincidence, but I think some of it is orchestrated. It's just too fast of a timeline, right? If you listen to Mike Glover, Mike Glover will tell you that that is how they soften up other countries, right? They cause chaos and disarray and kind of soften the target up. You know, look at this, look at this, look at this, as they put troops in place, right? Do you think maybe we're occupied? Do you think maybe some of these, do you think they might have be orchestrated or perpetrated by people coming across the border illegally? We've had open borders for a decade now. How many people do you think are here? 100,000, 500,000, a million foreign fighters, perhaps? When the government fears the people is liberty. Yeah, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. All these balloons. Yeah, and now the White House comes out and says that these balloons could be advertising balloons from car lots. Really? You're shooting them down with Sidewinders, which cost what, $350,000 a piece? You're shooting them down with rockets because they're weather. Makes all the sense in the world because they're advertising balloons. Do you still try to help with gear in time for a class? I've got a local carbine class next month and ordered a duty belt today. You'll have it in time. You'll have it. Just a normal duty belt, you'll have it. And typically, that was tactical response classes. But yeah, I'm sure you will have it. Illegal estimates are now in the millions. Yes, Biden doesn't want to offend the masters. Yeah, he's owned, right? But I think all of it is. I think it's. I mean, while we have Congress people and senators saying good things, I think it's still bullshit. Even if they believe what they're saying, right? I think it's just to appease you and I, right? To have hope, to continue to play their system. Because if nobody shows up to vote, their system's dead, right? And that's one step away from not paying taxes. If 1% of the people, just 1%, if 1% of the people that are supposed to show up tomorrow for traffic court just disputed, right? You're supposed to pay your traffic tickets. Just 1% of the U.S. population doesn't pay their traffic tickets, right? Shows up and wants to go to court, you'll lock their entire system down. 1%, that's all it takes. How are people going to know about the free waffle iron with every Buick? Would take anything brown, coyote to woodland, not real picky. My stuff is all mishmash. Send me an email, dude. Send me an email. And you'd be amazed at the ridiculous emails I get. When I say send me an email, I expect the email to be like, hey, even though my name is not this, I'm Papa Mike. I talked to you on YouTube tonight. And you said to email you, and I would like a 12-gauge micro rig in one of these 2 or 3 colors, right? Something like that. Something that's actionable so that I can then return the email with only one email and not have to ask any questions and go back and forth. I went to court and represented myself for a speeding ticket, and they literally made me go last that day as punishment. Yeah, it's absolutely punishment. All of it is, right? I don't answer questions. Do you have ID? I don't answer questions. Right? It hurts their ego. The fangs come out, right? They don't know what to do with it, but they are going to punish you for it. How many of our elected officials know how to speak Chinese? Oh, that's a good question. You know, John Cena and The Rock know how to speak Chinese. According to the maps I can find, they say that the water is past Louisville in the Ohio, so it's polluted down into Illinois, and any water that comes from Ohio and its tributaries, I'd be suspect. So guys, it's coming into Tennessee River Basin here, right? It doesn't flow the main river, but the offshoots come straight into Tennessee here. It's going everywhere, every place south. Been waiting a CQB subloads, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get one of those ATAX ones. Grant, are you saying that we owe you one? You have one on order, or you've been waiting to order one? Got back from Walmart. They're clearing out some Mountain House food and camping stuff. Would you be surprised if they just stopped carrying anything that allowed you to kind of prep for yourself? I showed up at traffic court when I got a ticket. They were flummoxed. I don't even know what that word means. Flustered, I would guess. Nicole, I recorded that today. I assume you have it by now. Just been waiting for multi-cam CQBs. I'll bet they're coming, man. We've been doing subloads. But if you order an ATAX one, it'll ship to, well, if you use the code, it probably won't ship tomorrow. If you just order it by itself, it'll ship tomorrow. Tom scooped up 20 ice cream sandwiches for the kids. Cool. I don't see any subloads here. We have spent mags running right now. Eight mag stacks. If you ordered one of those last night, we just laced them all up. Still need some zippers cut and stuff, but these will ship out tomorrow. These sold out, and I think they sold out in under 3 minutes. What's in the freeze dryer? Nothing's in the freeze dryer. Nothing's in there right now. I have a shit ton of eggs we're about to put in there. We just ran a third batch of pizza rolls. So they came, I just washed the trays 2-3 hours ago, so they had just emptied out. Did we get a lot of storm? Yeah, we were under a tornado watch, which I guess the watch means there's actually a tornado down somewhere. Everybody was fucking panicking, running around. Like the new thing here is, if there's any chance of weather, everything is fucking shut down. Kids aren't at school. Nothing's going on. You know where they are? They're all in fucking mobile homes and disperse. I guess it's better to disperse them wider, but they're not any place safer. Like if they were at work at a government building or at school, they're way fucking safer. But everybody fucking panics now. And it's like crying wolf. The last 20 fucking storms that they've made this enormous fucking deal about has been nothing's happened. So, yeah, we got some rain. We've had worse rain. We've had worse rain last year. We've had worse rain every year than this thing. For as big a deal as they fucking made out of this. Now, I'm saying this. I mean, you could tell me typing out right now, oh yeah, tons of cities got fucking destroyed by tornadoes, but nothing happened here. Nothing. What do you think about chemical spills and chemicals maybe having a reaction? Oh, I think we know that. We had warnings here. The Holler Creek is almost over its banks in a wind. Same thing happened to me when I went to renew my U.S. passport. Bullshit tax impediment, and they shunned and punished me by making me go loud. Yeah, fucking crazy. Talking about acid rain. Keeping an eye on the creeks for flooding. M. Mercer. Are you one of the Mercer boys? Who is M. Mercer? Six to 10 inches of snow is more like 3. Pretty lame storm. Tornadoes are very isolated. I have spotted them, and 4 miles away is not even rain. So all of our shit went off. All of our alarms. I have never had an alarm go off and said, hey, motherfucker, there's a tornado. This is the first time it's ever happened. I have said for the last 10 years, Every time a fucking kid goes missing within 400 miles of here, every phone in the building goes off, but they can't tell us when there's a tornado. Well, it went off today. I went outside. I put the drone up to look to see if there was a tornado, and there was no tornado at 400 feet, 360 degrees within sight. Hello, I'm a girl. Mercer, are you one of the Mercer? Are you one of the? Do you know who I'm talking about, though, right? Or are you a different Mercer clan? I must have seen something that said maybe restricting chicken purchases. Yeah. So the new thing that you might not have heard this yet. This is what you're going to hear heavily for the next week, 2 weeks to 4 weeks. The bird flu has now mutated. It's come out that they did gain of function research, and this thing has gotten out, or they did gain of function research in case it evolved, and now it has evolved, and it is passing to mammals. There was a mink farm where it jumped from bird to mink, and they had to destroy all of that, and now it has mutated to where it will pass from mammals to human beings. There is a girl in Peru who got it, a young child of, I think, 8 years of age. And there was a man in Colorado last year that got it. And it doesn't seem to be a big deal in humans, though the reporting is saying that it will likely, when it gets into humans, it'll be a 60% death rate, is what they're saying. That's what's being reported today. So it's coming from ducks, mostly, migratory ducks. So if you live in an area where wild ducks are, it will pass to your poultry. Now, geese, it destroys geese, totally kills them almost right off the bat. It's hard on turkeys. Some chickens don't get it at all. Some Rhode Island Reds will get it, but there's another strain of Rhode Island Red where it doesn't affect. Khaki Campbell ducks and runner ducks doesn't affect them. They recover almost immediately from it. They'll get like a little runny nose. But the FDA has come out and said, how they quarantine and euthanize. They call it, what do they call it? They call it unpopulating, I think is what they call it. They come in and kill all your animals. It's dependent by the state. So Yanasa Ventures, who is not a Cry Wolf channel, right? They do a lot of research. There's a lady who had a duck farm. I want to say she is Washington State. They interviewed her today, and it's a good video. It's well worth listening to. If you have any poultry and you're interested in this at all, it's probably worth listening to even if you're not interested. So they have killed 500 million, I think it's 500 million now, poultry in the United States, which is a big part of why your egg cost and your meat cost is up. Now, they will tell you avian flu killed them, but the avian flu did not kill them. Human beings euthanized them. There's talk the USDA may restrict chicks from Oh, I'm sure they are. I'll bet you it's coming. I think that the bird flu is real, but the things they are implementing, I believe, are also not because of the bird flu. Have you not noticed maybe an attack on your ability to feed yourself as you would like to? Do you think, how many people right now do you think are having times hard enough that they would relocate to where it's easier to be fed? Do you think maybe some people would evacuate or abandon where they are to go closer to the breadline maybe? California produce searches. Are we talking about like when you're coming across the board, like from state to state? Is that what you're talking about, Nicole? They've had that since I was a child. If that's what we're talking about. But they are stopping, they're bringing eggs across the Mexican border and they're seizing eggs as though you're smuggling cocaine, but they're letting illegals walk across. Just ordered an Arcan pouch and dump pouch. Right on, Damien. Thank you for your order. Thoughts on balloon and train derail? Okay, if we're asking about the balloon and the train derail, are you aware that there is over a dozen balloons now? And are you now aware that since the Ohio train, I think 12 more trains have derailed? Like 3 derailed today with chemical spills. Are you also aware that enormous chemical fuel plants, chemical plants are on fire right now? Are you aware of that? There's an enormous fire going on in Florida right now, too. Scott Taylor, what's up? Like in the old days, they would stop you, search for apples going from Oregon to California. Yeah, I remember California, Arizona, every state line had like a U.S. agriculture person there. Only government chickens will be allowed. You said alloy, but allowed, yeah. I've never seen a lot of ducks. Definitely geese. Your video earlier today was 100% the truth. Love your advice. Surviving SoCal. Thanks, buddy. I am not sure what video. We do a lot of videos, man. In your area, in our area, we have ham radio people that spot for weather services. Listen to them. Yeah, there's some really, really good guys on YouTube. Clan is from Louisville, Kentucky, mostly, all spread out. Right on, right on. Sent you something on IG about the bank centralizing. Yeah, it's all supposed to go down in July. July is the number where they're supposed to roll out their Fed coin. Watch, they're going to tell you at the same time that it's illegal to have Bitcoin. CBDC. Shotgun guy, the guy that was talking about the shotgun rig. I have some multicam black ones. We ran them, I think, a couple days ago. They were even on the email, I think, this week. Man down. Tool aprons, OD, multicam black, OD black, Arid. We got a few others coming. I think we got multicam black orange thread, and there's something else over there. Maybe multicam. Got a new phone with Otter box, barely fits the large cell phone pouch. I can't even imagine what you have then, because I have an enormous phone with a giant battery pack, which is much bigger than the Otter box. That's not to say they have not come out with an even bigger phone. Shotgun rig is such a great design. They were in today's email and text. Right on. Tool aprons are the best. Believe it. Everyone tells me. Tool aprons, grab her by the pussy. It's marvelous. Max, what's up? Here's a very lonely multicam black modular spent mag. Triple mag shingles. Dual rifle subloads. I didn't even know those were over here. Frags. Dual frags. Smokes. Horizontal and vertical smokes. Pop flares. Radio pouches. Every color radio pouch. I bet I've had 10 people ask me about my tool pod tote. I carry that thing everywhere. Nice. I like them, man. I like them. S23. Width isn't the issue. It's very tall. So, yeah, I think I'm going with the 20. Does the 20... This is the Note 21 Ultra. Was there a 22? Does the 23 have a removable SD card? This fucking thing does not have a removable SD card. Pull your shoulder out of that phone. I have issues with this because the phone is so fucking big, and doing this, it has really affected my carpal tunnel shit, just from years and years of sewing. So my battery pack went out. These battery packs are great. This is a 8,000 milliwatt, 8,000 milliamp hour battery pack. Runs this phone for almost 3 days. But the batteries, they're shit. Like, this is the third one I've had in the last 2 years. This particular version keeps dying, but they're so good that I continue to buy them as they die. So I was without it for about a week, and all that shit, that pain in my fucking thumb and wrist went away. It's that big ass battery pack. SD cards are a thing of the past for Samsung flagship lines. I can't have, my phone's full. This phone, the memory is completely full. Every day I have to go through and delete videos in order for this to be able to record more video. And it's a fucking complete pain in the ass to plug this in and download it to something. I just need to have an SD card so I can pull the SD card out and just put a new SD card in it. Damian Keating, we build Cobra buckle belts every fucking day. We're shipping 100 a day, if not more. So if you have an order, reply to your confirmation email. If you just send me a thing and go, hey, I ordered a belt, where's my belt? Nothing's going to happen. Reply to your confirmation email. You make it easy for us, and we will ship your belt will go out of here in a couple days. Google Pixel 7. This here is 256 gigs, and it's full. Is your Pixel, does the Pixel have a removable SD card? Yeah, they want you to buy the cloud. I have their cloud. I have it. I don't want to have to fucking cross over to go to the cloud to get it. I have their cloud. I have Google Cloud, and I have Verizon. I think I have Verizon Cloud, and I have Samsung's cloud. So either going to buy a new phone or a new camera for filming, or just get an iPhone. I went to the dark side and bought the phone. Cool. They need a way to automate the data removal from phones. These are terrible. I'm literally, I think I'm buying an iPhone just to do video with, simply for the reason that I can airdrop it to all the other Apple shit. I can airdrop it to Austin. I can airdrop it to Brandel. I can airdrop it to Amanda. And just, I'll keep my fucking phone and then just get the iPhone for doing video stuff. 1 terabyte internal storage, but only available via Samsung website. Get a 1 terabyte. I'm telling you guys, I fill them up. Like, I fill them up. They're constantly full. I'll get a brand new phone. It'll be awesome for 90 days. Within 6 months, it is fucking full. Yeah, I got to plug it into the computer. It's fucking horrible. Absolutely terrible. And I cannot get on an Apple computer. I can't get on a NetBook Pro and recognize this phone. I literally have a brand new Windows machine just to pull shit off of this phone and to run Premiere. You are such an asshole. You're into everything. You need to see the rest of the world outside. They love it when you do this. They like this too, watch. They like that. SDD 5 terabyte drives into my iPhone and backup. Yeah, iPhone. This Samsung. I have bought all of the Samsung shit. I have literally bought everything Verizon said that would work. I've bought everything that Best Buy said that says specifically it's got this little dongle and I put an SD card. It doesn't fucking work on this phone. I have an S22, still use the Samsung S8 as the removable. Yeah. Yeah. I was either going to buy a new one. Yeah, I think I've read all these. There's another cat around here that I don't see, which makes you really wonder what he's doing. Wirelessly offload to a big drive. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I would think it would take even longer. Like I even bought, let me see if I can find it. So I bought this thing, which they say plugs right in, and then you can download to it and it doesn't fucking work. I bought another one that's got this little like pigtail. It's like a inch long. Fucking package said for, you know, this phone and shit. Also doesn't fucking work. Like none of the shit that I've bought works with this. And I'm not like a tech retard. Like I'm pretty okay, and I've got really good tech people around me that also they can't get it to work. All the distractions going on in the world. What do you think they're hiding? I think they're hiding everything. I think they're consolidating wealth. I think they plan to reduce population. I think they plan to make it tough on people. I think they want to reduce a large amount of the population, but keep enough of the useless feeders to do the work that they need done. I think it's very insidious. And I think a lot of people that are promoting putting forth and enforcing these programs and regulations, I think they're doing it because they believe in what they're doing. But I think at the head, like the people really pulling the strings, I think it's very insidious. John Witherspoon, what's up, buddy? Very much feels like androids in general gave up on competing with Apple in the filming department. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the camera on board. I think that any of these phones at this point take video better than you're going to put on YouTube and be able to watch anyways. Access the phone copy. I'll try that. I don't even know how to do that, but I will look into that. I think current. Where's everybody looking up current events? You can't. There is not a consolidated place, right? You could watch. Shapiro will touch on things. Tim Pool will touch on things, but you're going to hear them about a week late. Bear will have things. He's about 72 hours behind the curve. If I listen to YouTube all day long and stuff just pops up, right? So I usually hear things from people in the areas when they're happening typically. So I will hear somebody talk about something and then I will see it reported as though it had just happened and it's already a week late. Yeah, news is controlled, guys. Think about this. The news doesn't go out on location anymore. The news gets issued a script and they all read the same script. Alex Jones always talked about stuff that others wouldn't talk. Yeah, Alex Jones, you could watch, what's his show called? That the channel he has. Glenn Beck usually has things ahead of time. Epoch Times, I think you can get a lot from Epoch Times. Twitter is my go-to for news happening now. However, if you don't follow enough sources that make it balanced, you end up in an echo chamber. Yeah, but I don't care about the echo chamber, right? Because I'm not worried about forming an opinion. I want to know this just happened. That's what I'm looking for. This happened, right? That's what I want to know. The train derailment that everybody's on about, you know, it happened like 5 days before anybody was fucking talking about it. Do you know that? You know why I knew the train derailment happened? Because the dude that does the shocks on my razors, he's a block from the train derailment. He put up a video that popped up because he went live about being evacuated. And the National Guard was out there telling him which way he could turn and he couldn't go down this street. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What are you doing? He said, there's a train derailment. You know when it hit the news? Like a week later. InfoWars. Is InfoWars back on Twitter? Yeah, Bob from FCR. Yeah, Grant, do you know him? Yep, Bob. Bob Kostelik. Watch financial markets for real news. People with money find out the truth and invest accordingly. Yeah, what's Robert Kiyosaki? Who's the dude that he's on with a lot? That guy usually has information typically a few days ahead of time. New York Prepper? What do you think about New York Prepper? Seems like he gets stuff out. I'm not sure who New York... Do you mean Angry Prepper? I know a few people that don't like him. A guy in Louisiana has always done mine. I know that there was 2 FCR suspensions. There's 2 different accounts, but Bob is the dude I've dealt with. I've got his shocks. They're badass. KLW World News, police scanner apps. Derek Olson, got to keep you off balance. I come to you live stream from current events. New York Prepper. I don't know who he is, man. I don't know New York Prepper, I guess. Bob and Stacy, Off Grid, they've been putting shit up pretty quick. Like their channel has changed. I think a lot of the Prepper channels have changed to more like news, current events, but with the Prepper twist. But the information about the chickens stopped laying and everything, they compiled a bunch of video of the lady that actually called Tractor Supply and then got the corporate number. And then corporate eventually told her that it comes from Purina. And then she called Purina and got hung up on like a dozen times. And then finally somebody's like, I'll have Martha call you. And then finally Martha actually called her. You know who bothered to call though? Nobody. Nobody fucking called and said, hey, what's going on with your feed? At least nobody that had a video of it. And this lady did. And I saw that because Bob and Stacy made a video off of her video. A lot of people do that, right? I can take your video and do a rebuttal video to it, and you'll get a lot of views, right? Because we're using the same hashtags. New York Prepper goes live. Yeah, I've never heard of him. No idea. Spammers always show up when adult conversations start to happen. What happened, Derek? Is there a spammer in here? Do you still offer navy blue EDC belt with Cobra? Yes. Yeah, of course we do. I got a box of dude wipes, Manscaped, my man cave, Beardscape, because I need to validate. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I think we've read all these comments. KLW and New York Prepper collaborate. Who's KLW? My Manscaped dude was a spam. We'll give them one more chance. Maybe they don't realize that I can push a button and just never see them. I can literally remove them from my life. If there was a dude on here talking shit and I could literally push a button and he would just spontaneously combust, I would use that button all the time. Like, I don't even care. Friendly fire. You should just be more careful that I can't misunderstand what you're saying. How long was he evacuated for? Only a few days. I talked to him right about the time the reporting started, and he sent me a video of driving down there where the derailment was. There was nobody even down there working. I decided not to Google Manscaped. I would assume that he's talking shit about my goatee. That or he wants to he wants to lick my nuts so much that I don't have any hair on him. I mean, it's one of the two, probably both. Have I announced what the 5th dog? Yeah, it'll be another Kangol. Oh, it's a min shaver. Maybe he's not talking shit. Have you seen the stupid underwear? I don't know. Maybe they're awesome. Have you seen the underwear that has 3 pouches? Who the fuck is gonna? I don't know. I guess somebody's wearing it. Yeah, they were worried about the chemicals. I like all the memes about the how all the gas stoves are dangerous for your health, but they blew that thing up, or all the diesel trucks with the black smoke. And those are all illegal, and they're going after the tuners. And we have to have all this fucking ridiculous urea and stuff, right? But they blew this thing up. This just put more contaminants into the fucking atmosphere than every fucking diesel truck combined. 3 pockets where I keep my frag. Yeah, it's fucking, they're pretty wild. One of our shepherds got hit by a car. I can send in her collar, have the buckle put on an EDC belt from. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Yes, you can. Just send me an email, Richard. Yeah, he wasn't evacuated but a few days. That's the surprising thing with all of it. Where am I from originally? I was born in Beaumont, Texas. Grew up in California. Now, I mean I was at Lemoore Air Base, then I was at Camp Pendleton, and then I was in Tierra Santa, and grew up in Tierra Santa, which is like Kearney Mesa, in between Kearney Mesa and Miramar area. And then my shop was in Oceanside for several years. And then I did a couple years in federal prison, Lompoc. Came home, was back at mom's house in Tierra Santa for a few years, and then moved to Tennessee the day I was off probation. We just swapped the electric stove. So have you heard that they're making the U.S. mail service use electric cars? Have you heard this? Even this small little town here, they are making them have a certain percentage of their vehicles electric cars. And they said the mail carriers told us, face to face told us, it will take them between 2 to 4 hours longer to do their routes because of the electric cars they're having to use. Homie from USMC is from Beaumont. Big Red Factory is around there, right on. I have family that does a lot of Texas A&M, right? The veterinarian, the equine veterinarian program. Dad's side of the family does horses and rice. Quit because of the electric cars. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, I'm surprised our mail carriers here work their fucking asses off. Like, you have no fucking idea the work that's going because of the Amazon shit. Amazon shows up at 4 a.m. and they have to be there and they have to process all of Amazon's mail. Amazon, I think they said Amazon pays the mail service $1 per package, I think it is. But over half of the mail carrier's labor is delivering Amazon boxes. And then today, Amazon didn't show up. So tomorrow, they're going to bring twice the boxes tomorrow. Our mail carriers are working 7 days a week right now over the Amazon stuff. Now, I'm very grateful for it because I get a ton of shit from Amazon, so I am part of the problem. But I have Amazon come in here. Amazon comes in here every day via UPS, via FedEx, and via US Mail. How do you think the banking digital currency will roll out? Will they announce it's available simply saying it's an option? I think you'll be able to maneuver between it and cash for a little while. Then they're going to tell you cash is going away, and they're going to try to make it so you have to use their currency. Now, the thing with the currency is it'll work because it's fake money just like the fucking dollar, right? It'll work until they turn your shit off, right? Or until they tell you you have 90 days to use this money when you get paid, the money expires, right? Now, maybe they'll only do that on social programs and it won't be business to business. But in China, your money, you're not allowed to save your money. It expires. So there is no generational wealth. You are just a peasant. If you really look at what's happening right now, and a lot of people say that the middle class will be less than 10%. You will have elite, upper class. You will have middle class, which will be 10%. And 90% will be fucking low income, low class. A lot of people think that's what's coming. A lot of money people think that's what's coming. So it's about not being able to continue. Holy shit. These motherfuckers, this gray is supposed to go inside here where you don't see it. And instead, they put the fucking brown inside and sewed these. And continue to sew them with fucking brown thread on them. Every day, when I tell you employees will be your biggest frustration, every motherfucking day, I spend probably 20% of my labor re-sewing shit again. So eventually they will just tell you. So what I was saying is what's happening is this is like the king in the castle, right? The king owns the woods. The king owns all the deer in the woods. And when they catch the kid from the village hunting in the woods, they will whip him or punish him, right? And all the peasants live down in the valley and grow all the grains and the gruel, right? And they use that to feed the king's meat, right? The king's meat eats the grains, and they let the peasants keep part of the grains and eat gruel. And they might let the peasants have a chicken so that they can occasionally get an egg. But then the king's men come through the town and tax everybody, right? This is like Robin Hood. This is what's going on. This is what we're headed towards. People just don't realize it. Yes, this is very much like the Hunger Games. Very much so. Have you noticed that the FEMA zones for the United States are very much like the Hunger Games zones? SNAP comes in. Yeah, hey, I heard today, what is SNAP? That's food stamps, right? That's EBT now. It's called SNAP. They're lowering all the SNAP by $275. Anybody hear that? That's when you're going to see problems, right? When you start taking money from low income people who are desperate, that is when you will see shit catch on fire. Because it's not soccer moms, right? It's not middle class typically that's out rioting. It's a different kind of person. And they tend to light shit on fire. Unfortunately, they burn their own towns down, and they don't go burn politicians' places down. I've seen you notice mistakes on so many of the live videos. Why can't they just sew it right? I don't understand why either, because we have the same employees. It is literally, and this will say, it is like people have taken fucking stupid pills. It is literally like the water and the air they breathe has been contaminated. I am literally every day closer and closer and closer to not having employees anymore. I'm like, everything we've done for the last 3 years, I've set myself up. Like, we just have so much stuff. You used to just be able to order whatever you wanted, and more our back orders are going down and down and down, and I'm almost to the point where I can just do things with a fucking very thin crew and have just a couple of employees. That's one from high school, sells food stamps for meth now. Crazy. Most politicians in Hollywood dress like it's the Hunger. Yeah, absolutely, very much so. Just look at the award shows and the fashion shows that they're putting in front of you guys. It is bread and circuses. Do you think it's weird that the Colosseums of Rome look just like your football stadiums? I have always said, when the EBT food stamp cards get shut off, it's over. Yeah, it's just like the pensions, right? They always tell you, we're not going to be able to pay pensions. We're not going to be able to pay military this if we don't get this budget passed. They know they're going to pass the budget. It's not their fucking money. It's not their fucking money. We saw that mayhem here after a massive typhoon wiped out. When your children starve after 3 days, Mama Bear goes postal. Yeah, that's what Jordan Peterson said too. It's the moms. When the moms get angry, that's when you will see shit change. When the mothers get involved. But you saw the mothers get involved here in the United States, and what happened? They sent the FBI after them. They all care about politics when they shut them off, Tom. Well, I mean, we don't have, the budget's not balanced. Okay, no problem. You politicians don't get paid until the budget is balanced, you don't get paid, right? They work for us, but we're so scared of them because none of us will pool together. We're too busy fighting amongst ourselves. That's why there's always some crazy shit for us to be mad about, right? Trans people. Okay, whatever. You want to fucking cut your wiener off and pretend you're a girl? No problem. Why are we putting that out in front of everybody, right? It's a fraction of it's not even 1%, but everybody has to kowtow and tiptoe and walk on eggshells and be mad about it, right? We used to lock those people up. We would take them from society and put them on a farm, and we would call those places asylums. We didn't let them walk amongst us. But now we parade them out and we put cameras on them and we cause all kinds of division. You want to be crazy? Go be crazy. But you don't get to be crazy where I'm at. But the media needs us fighting amongst ourselves, right? Look at the Glock videos we've made. The High Point's the best gun, right? Glock's the worst pistol in the world. We have thousands of comments on those videos every single day. They don't have a clue who we are. I've had this YouTube channel for 14 years now. When you comment on my YouTube channel and I click your avatar, it shows me every comment and all the analytics on your profile interacting with mine. Every one of the dudes showing up to talk shit about something they're mad about, this is all their first comment. It's great for business. But that's their real life. Everybody is putting all the time into some shit that they don't like, but they have never bothered to look and comment on anything that they do like. Blow your mind with privacy violations that they use over cellular devices. Rob Braxman Tech said that years ago. The big boys are tight. People are not organized. That's right. Like look at your politicians, right? C-SPAN, you know the C-SPAN cameras run all the time when they're in the chambers. They just, the politicians don't realize the C-SPAN cameras are running. You will have Republicans screaming and yelling at Democrats, and when the cameras are off, they're all shaking hands together. I drive a Ford and love Glocks. My pronouns are Motorcraft and Polymer. Bluetooth 4.0 sends info over Bluetooth, low energy radio signals, and not cell service. The key will be to leave and never go back to the cities. Yeah, they're trying to push people out of the cities. And it looks like it's rather organized, right? We know Agenda 21 was to move people out of the rural land and push them to the cities. And they did everything they wanted to do, they put into motion. They call it community planning. They have all kinds of code words for it that are definitely involved in your cities and counties locally. And then now it's Agenda 2030, 2035. But the plan, they call it rewilding, right? They're going to tell you they're going to rewild. We need to move everybody out of the middle states and put them to the coast, which they won't fit because so their plan is to kill those people, right? And if you think about it, the United States is dying as a population. We're not having kids. The average age of the United States is 28. The average age of China is 38. Have you seen the videos of all the school kids sitting in China, field stripping pistols? They're teaching it in elementary school. Have you seen any of that? They're breeding fighters, right? Their one-child policy, they ended that about a decade ago, but it's bit them in the ass right now. They are dying as a population. Theory on pushing the people who can leave out of the cities is to degrade and bankrupt the city. You are the carbon they want to reduce. Yeah, absolutely you are. I watched Oblivion last night. It hits different. I don't know what it is. If they just wait, we will reduce our own population. Yeah, we are reducing our population. Because when people are comfortable, they don't have children, right? With technology now, you don't have to have kids, right? Why did the Amish have so many kids? Because they needed them to farm. You don't have to have kids anymore. Like the lynx and the Arctic hare. You can have lynxes. You want a lynx? I can get you a lynx. Can they move? And you know what's crazy is that I'm saying you can have a lynx. You're a fucking human being. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want until it fucking negatively affects somebody else. Can they move up this agenda? Slow down is killing me. But you still get food from... Yes, that's absolutely. You get food from outside of cities. Have you noticed like all the prepper fiction? They round up all the population to depopulate the towns, and they put you in the assistance camps, right? But really, those are just forced farming, forced mining, right? They're colonies. You see it happen everywhere in the world except the United States. The United States politicians are owned by the people that use slavery. What do you think is coming? Our poor population rate is why they are importing people from Mexico, South Central America. Maybe. What are they using them for then? I'm not disagreeing with you. Tell me what I'm not taking from that. Tell the people that don't know. Okay, so our population is declining. So we're letting all kinds of criminals, the people coming across the border, they're not standing outside your Home Depot looking for work. So where are they going? Why are they allowing it? People have kids. Yeah, nowadays they do. Yeah, for sure. Have children. Raise your children in the manner to have the beliefs that you believe, so that as you age, your children will have children. You will stay home and use your knowledge to pass down to your children and grandchildren. And your children, you will leave a legacy enough that your children will continue that family legacy and take care of you, rather than put you into a house where they put you on sedation and allow you to die so that they can then sell the bed to the next person. You should be 85, 90 years old and still adding value to your family. But we don't do that anymore. We send our kids, right? We outsource everything. We outsource our security. We outsource our children's education. We outsource their beliefs in religion. Whether you believe in God or not, religion is the framework that holds civilization together. We don't need all these laws. You really only need 10 commandments. Whether you believe in God or not, 10 commandments will fucking take, you don't need anything beyond that. They're moving out of country workers to the Amazon and Walmart fulfillment centers. Yes, but they're flying them in, actually, across the border. They're building fulfillment centers in Tijuana right now. It's fucking crazy. But bringing those workers in, they're making them pay them. They're paying them more than they pay U.S. workers. And they have to do 401ks for them and all kinds of shit. It is so insane that the farming that still exists in California has literally shut down and gone to other states. You need morals. That's a good way to put it. Video I saw the other week of cartels in Arizona with a barrack. Here's what you're not seeing. Here's what you're not seeing. Even when I was still in San Diego, they were in fucking full-on gunfights in Arizona with Mexican cartel 20 years ago. With fucking 50 cals, you were seeing tracers, you were seeing fucking 40 Mikes, Mark 19s, and those rounds, they were coming both directions. There was a media blackout on the firefights on the U.S. sides of the border. We were building gear for the dudes that were in the fights. We were building gear for those guys. Common decency is gone because nobody punches anybody in the face anymore. That's really what it comes down to. When somebody came up and said something shitty to your spouse and you fucking busted his fucking lip open, he stopped saying shitty things, or he thought twice. Now, if you defend yourself, they spend more time publicizing punishing you than punishing the bad guy. All government wants is more power. Local government, state government, city government, they want more power. And without crime, they cannot fucking seize more power. That's why they take the fucking criminals and release them back on the streets, because it keeps the masses scared, and you need law enforcement. That's literally what it comes down to. Whether the police that you interact with realizes it or not, the government needs you fearful. So they made it a felony to hit a... Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. We should be able to do like Jay and Silent Bob, right? I send some motherfuckers, they knock on your door. Are you Ass Master 27? Did you say this about this person? Punch him in the fucking face. There's no repercussion for actions anymore. Walmart's busy stopping soccer moms who didn't ring an item up going out the door, or little crackheads. They don't ever stop the big motherfucker that'll punch him in the mouth. The dude who's got his shopping cart, and it's actually more women than dudes, it's actually certain women, come in there and load their shit up and walk past and dare you to say something to them. People get mad when I say that, but it is a majority certain people that are doing it. Low rent, shitty criminals. They are not outstanding citizens. Most of them do not hold a job. They are just shitty parasites. Kirby, what's up, buddy? Hey, have you seen one of those robot dogs at any of the places you're dropping shit off? Have you seen the videos of those robot dogs that are fucking armed up? Jose, have you seen one of those robot dogs anywhere you're dropping shit off? We think they're women. Any chick with a baby is expected to be seen as an angel. I don't know about that, man. It's usually a certain. When I go to Walmart, I know I'm going to see a Chrysler 300. I know it's going to be parked up front in the handicap. It's going to be sideways, right? It's not ever parked correctly. It's usually purple. There's a big old white bitch gets out of there. Almost like totally stereotypical, right? You know exactly what she looks like, and she's going to throw a dirty diaper out on the fucking ground. Go to any Walmart and you will see this person. And there's a handicap plate. And if you follow her in the store and wait till she goes to check out, she's going to pay with 4 different methods of fucking payment. And the car is always parked fucking cockeyed. Starvation is not motivation anymore. Yeah, because we don't let fucking people starve. Stop keeping people alive who will not keep themselves alive. My 300 looks just like a Bentley. I don't even want to be on this road no more. Yep. Yeah, it was in Texas at a cheese plant. Did you personally see that, Jose? I know somebody sent me a video of it. I've seen videos. I've seen dozens of videos at this point now. Those things are out there and being used actively. No robot dogs. Those things, they're arming them motherfuckers up. Fast and Furious, yeah. Yeah. On the farm, my folks had 8 kids to work the farm. From 17 years old to 30, Mom kept popping them out until her uterus wore out. That's what the Amish said. A child is never profitable till age 13, and we start working them at age 3. No matter what state, it's the same old Chrysler 300. Yeah. Yeah. Go to Walmart. Just, you could do, all these dudes that are like, I want to work for myself, I don't know what to do. Just go to Walmart and just do videos of people at Walmart. You want to see a really good channel? Follow WTF Portland. What the fuck Portland? WTF Portland. Follow that channel on Instagram or YouTube. And then others like it will pop up. Just go talk to homeless people. Some of it's a very sad story, right? But most of it's not. The best defense is ditches and mud. Thermal evasion is the new priority. I just messaged you 2 short videos on Messenger, then things are crazy. Yeah. So they roll up to you, right? They walk up to you because they have cameras on the front and the back. So like the ass end and the head end has cameras. So they roll up, they look at you, and then they walk away backwards. So Isaac Barrett, do you have thermals, buddy? I've got AMPVS. I got 14s. We're going to bridge them and make 31s out of them, but I think we're going to use clip-on thermals or use 1 thermal tube and then 1 night vision tube, right? Move everything white phosphorus. two kinds of people: those who have been punched in the face and those who haven't. Currently, there are more of I'd say 90%. I mean, I would say that if you meet anybody under 30 right now, you've got probably an 80% chance of better that they've never been in a fight of any kind. They've never been tackled. They've never been running on the playground and had their foot kicked out from under them. I mean, nothing. They've never had any kind of physical interaction. I've definitely repoed tires off of more 300s. If you guys don't know, in the big cities, they have rent-a-roll. And you pull in and you rent rims and tires and stereos. And they have a whole NASCAR pit team that just comes out when you miss your payment and they steal your shit back. Dropped a 42,000-pound load of Velveeta cheese off at DGDC in Scottsville for Columbus, Ohio. May not want to buy craft in your area for a while. That's nasty fallout over Ohio's ever got it. Yeah, starvation is not motivation. The government will take care. They need you dependent on them. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. And, right? And then they will turn all those people getting that fucking government money that the government took from you. They will make, the government will tell them that you are the enemy, right? When they want to manipulate them, they will tell them that you don't want to pay your fair share, right? When the politicians pay nothing. Often tell people everyone should at one point fight in a Muay Thai smoker match at least once. Whatever happened to Kumite, right? Remember when that with Bloodsport death match, right? There was no rules. Remember that? I used to play tackle football as a teenager with college rugby. Oh yeah, you get fucked up. Man, I took some shots, but I like to give them. I have a Fleer brand thermal for my phone. That count? Yeah, it counts, buddy. Sure. Great for checking the food in the. Oh, that's a good idea. Always threatened that I would get put in special ed for getting into a fight at school. That's crazy. I definitely repoed tires. Okay, I think we've got all these. Hilmer Cheese Company, Dalhart, Texas. Robot dogs. There's a lot of videos out there with them with fucking guns on them right now. I was in 3 Kumites. Chuck Norris finally got me. Frax with Dax turned out to be kind of fake. How about bum fights? My attorney actually represented the guys from bum fights. There's some backyard brawls that are pretty fucking wild. I'm going to take these pictures and I'm going to put them in all of the frames at Marshall's and Bed Bath & Beyond. Scrape the ice off my car. Back in the 80s, there was a federal thing in place for Congress members that bounced checks. Have you seen the video going around about he's reading off all the felonies and DUIs and spousal abuse, and he's like, do you think this is the NBA or do you think this is NFL, right? And he names off like 2,000 can't get credit because their credit is so bad they can't be issued a credit card. Anybody seen that? He goes, do you think this is the NFL I'm talking about or the NBA? He's like, you're wrong on both counts. It's Congress. Remember Straightjacket? I don't remember Straightjacket, but I have some Straightjackets. Rufus the Stunt Bum. UFC and MMA showed what works other than guns and nuts. Felony fights. I have some backed up. Back in the 80s, there was a federal thing in place. Yeah, there we go. Who was the backyard fighter that made the UFC look like Mr. T? Kimbo Slice? Some of the wildest fights were with 5 brothers, but plenty of other curb kickings. Felony, you know, I've never seen felony fights. I've never even heard of it until you guys just said that. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. We have a lot of good shit right now. We've been running a lot more stuff. You're seeing a lot of stuff you haven't seen in a while. We are running much lower volumes, so a lot of it is selling out very fast. When we put the Highlander rigs up, when we put the 8-mag stacked rigs up, those things were gone in minutes. So that's what we're doing. We're running very low numbers, so it's boom, 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 boom. So when you see something you want, there's not many of them. Jump on, get them if you think you want it. If you think you're going to wait, they're not here. We got a cool promo this week. With your order, we're sending you a free coffee cup, and we're sending you, I think we're sending a 1/4 pound of coffee. So you can try our coffee. We're sending you a cup. If you order a tourniquet pouch, our deployable tourniquet pouch, we're sending you a trainer tourniquet. We bought a bunch of Cat 7 tourniquets from a distributor, not knowing that they were not real cat tourniquets. So we couldn't sell these, obviously. We strapped them onto shelving. We've done everything we could to break them. They work fine, but we're selling them to you as trainers. We're giving you one free. With every deployable tourniquet pouch you order, you will get a free trainer tourniquet. That's the promo right now, so check it out. We sent a text out. We sent an email out. We've got some cool shit right now that we haven't done in a while. Tool bags and large tool bags, multicam black tool bags and large tool bags are coming tomorrow. We just did Highlander. I don't think we've ever done Highlander modular NSW rigs, so if you're a Cryptek Highlander guy, that's kind of the ultimate rig right there. If you want one, we've got a couple, or we did earlier today. The shirt this week is the lightweight hoodie, and we did it with the black flag. It's got the black subdued American flag. It says no surrender, no quarter. You should look up Black American Flag on YouTube and watch a couple of the videos. Most of them are like CNN, saying that it's white supremacist and racist and anti-government, right? So fucking nut jobs. The CNN, right? But I like the black flag. I like the subdued black flag. Look into it for yourself. But that is on our lightweight hoodie. The hoodie itself is badass. Self-Reliance Festival, tickets are up on sale at selfreliancefestival.com. If you watch our videos or you see people that we do a lot of videos with, everybody will be here. If you want to come out and hang out with us and meet us, grab your tickets, come out and hang out. If you want to really hang out with a lesser crowd, come out on Friday. We're doing a Stop the Bleed class. Bear is coming into town with Refuge Medical. Bear is presenting at Self-Reliance Festival. He's doing his CEO presentation. But Bear will be here with Refuge, and we now have 2 classes. We filled up our first class. We have a second class on Friday being booked right now. So if you would like to come out, if you come out on Friday, we all hang out afterwards. So we'll all hang out here in the shop, in the garage, and just hang out and bullshit. Conspiracy theories, stories, lies. I once caught a fish this big, right? He basically said, I'm not a Canadian citizen. Who are we talking about? Definitely a member of lesser crowd, as you say. A free tourniquet trainer is gold. That's awesome. Man, we tried to break them fucking things. We strapped them around these bars here and here. We tried everything we could. Because you see all the videos of the fake snapping and shit. And a lot of them are, you know. You see Canadian government is going after Sean Ryan over an episode about one... the Canadian sniper. Yeah, I saw that. Place Papa Mike, thank you for your order, buddy. Bloodbath. I guess there's a brand called Bloodbath and Beyond. Any Marp? No Marpat, man. Not able to get it. I don't think it's coming back. I don't think it's going to be... I don't think we're going to get it. All right, guys. We're out.